as well, you know. Oh, Dark Binding, it's going to go on towards Hunter Man. He's going to be in trouble on the hunt. Not quite popped. They were thinking about it there, though. You could tell they wanted to. They really wanted to.
Rotate back around. They think they've got this dragon, but
Trundle's on the backside. There it is, the Dark Binding. Actually, they're going to pick up Thresh straight away. Now Cyclone comes out. It's going to actually hit no one. Resolve is in the backline, tanking 5 people. He can't do that. And now Human Man is in trouble as well. Angsty is finally going to go down. Boomerang Blade to pick up Skarner. And now Akali's in trouble as well. Lucian is just getting demolished. Akali shows herself and gets popped onto Lapras. He is just huge right now. Takes himself a triple kill and a 1-for-5 ace.
Yeah, screw Dragon. Let's take this mid lane turret, try and force it down into inhibitor, and I think that's a good plan for T-Storm. And it's what we saw last time we streamed their game. Is they rotate and took objectives the way they needed to. They just so synergized together. They know exactly what they need to do, and I'd really love to know who their shot caller is, because the way they choose to do things really works for them.
Absolutely right now, and Thresh is trying to get on the backside of this one. He did hook on towards Sivir, but the hook, I saw the hook got cancelled through the middle of that team fight because of the spell shield.
Yes.
So that was kind of huge. Big spell shield, big plays.
No, I'm quite impressed by yes. I was really surprised by that, and for the fact that AGL engaged in on T-Storm. T-Storm turned it around quite well, and I feel like that's a testament to some of their picks. Obviously, we saw Aetherus on the Vladimir. He's doing quite well. Managed to get a really nice Team of Plague, I believe, in that team fight, or just prior to it. Obviously, On the Hunt was used quite successfully, and the way they dove onto Valkyrie as he tried to hook really messed him up. He got stuck in a 1v5. And then Trundle tried to rotate in from the back, and then they turned around and dove on 1v5 to Trundle. And then it suddenly became a 5v3, and T-Storm just swept over them and wiped them out. Oh!
Valkyrie a little bit out of position, forced to flash out straight away. Explosive cast, pins him against the wall, comes through with the damage. Sivir with the auto attack, but the barrels from Gragas as well. And now they're looking to get back on because Warnox is actually diving deep into this one. They get the Cyclone as well, and the Soul Shackles. They managed to pick up Skarner, and now Warnox is forced to run out of this one. Resolve is on the backside of this fight as well. Nada just deleted, and a triple kill again for Lapras' Sivir. He is going huge on this champion. They know exactly where Akali is. Can she get out? The barrel comes through, stops the base. Warnox is in trouble, forced to flash over the Dragon Pit wall. Will actually manage to get out. And Willis Demand might have just DC'd. Yeah, there it is. But they're still going to try and push through in on this one.
Yeah, no, I feel like that was very bad managed for T-Storm there. Waiting till Akali was almost thought that she was out, and just going, nope, you're still here. And not even going and engaging on it. They just wanted to delay her a little more. I feel like that was really well played by T-Storm, wasting her time with that one as well.
They waited for the recall to get into the last stages. They knew they could still cancel it, so they wasted maximum amount of time. Of course, we currently do have Willer's Demand on that Morgana. He's currently disconnected. We'll get you guys back in as soon as he reconnects, but for the meantime, where are they going right now for T-Storm?
T-Storm are looking to push in this middle inhibitor turret. Then I feel like they'll probably rotate to bot lane because they can definitely get some more advantages from that one as well. They've already managed to push it down quite well, and it's relatively pushed in their direction as well. And the further they push it in their favor, considering the fact that it's the only turret they've lost in any of their lanes, I feel like if they can push it to inhibitor turret, excuse me so much, I'm sorry, it's better off if they can push that tier 2 down, get into inhibitor. It pushes that lane back into their favor again, because then they can rotate it down there again and push inhibitor turret down, and then take next inhibitor there as well.
Absolutely. So just ticking down currently on this pause, and we're back into everything shortly. But T-Storm taking a commanding lead right now. They're just under 7k ahead.
Yeah, just under 7k ahead. And it's a repeat of what we saw last game, where once they got a lead, they held on to it and they raced ahead with it. They started forcing their objectives. They started forcing team fights in their favor. and they forced a very they forced the reactionary based game onto their opponents, and it works for them. They know exactly how to play against this reactionary gameplay, and it really puts their opponents in positions where they can't deal with it. They're forced to either sit there and turtle or really try to go all in, and it doesn't work for them. Good.
Valkyrie's in trouble, takes a huge amount of burst, and he is gonna go down, and now the focus is back onto Human Man and Resolve as well. Resolve just bursted out, and Human Man is in a lot of trouble as well. Human Plague won't finally time out. Aetherus is looking to go big for Nada. He's trying to pick him up as well. In the meantime, they pick up Akali, and that is huge because Lucian is now the only one alive. Do they Baron? Do they second inhibitor?
I feel like they should inhibit it. They're not in a healthy position to really Baron, but they are in a good position to switch over to a inhibitor or even just a turret there. Taking that top lane turret instead over the bot lane one like I would suggest it, and instead going back, healing up, getting items and everything.
So they're so far ahead right now, and that last set of kills rotated them in a 10k goal ahead. And where really do AGL look to come back into this game?
AGL need to start grouping. They need to group together and really try to force T-Storm into what they want to do rather than letting T-Storm force them into team fights. That's how T-Storm have shown themselves to work. They force the team fights. They group up. They do the rotations. They force you into following them. If you don't follow them, you mess up and they take objectives. And they need to, instead of allowing T-Storm to really get away with it, they need to turn around and start saying, no, hang on, we're in control of this game, and start forcing T-Storm to work around them.
No, so that is how it is going to go down. And right now, it's looking dire for AGL. They are that 10k behind. Well, they're only 9k behind now. But
no, 9.9k. I'd call it 10k personally.
Oh, okay, there it
we
is.
could see another team fight though.
Interesting. This inhibitor is
like they're just going to go for inhibitor.
It's going to go very low. Right now, a lot of damage onto it. Siva picks that one up. The binding finds on towards Valkyrie, and they just burst him down. Eddie uses that body slam barrel roll explosive cast to just make sure it is now a 4v5, and they're still looking to stay in this base.
Yeah, they're definitely looking to stay in this base. I really feel like T-Storm wants to close this one out now while they still can. Because Chun is quite an offensive troll in the top lane. Once he scales in the late game, it becomes very difficult to kill, especially if he can get that subjugate onto a tank, like he just did for what I believe. No.
Yeah, he got it off on
trying to get on the Wukong if he could.
Absolutely, but there it is on the hunt, and they're going to re-engage at this one. Resolve is very low, and now they all dive on towards Valkyrie. Valkyrie's in trouble, so Warnock's diving deep, looking for Lapras. He's in that pool of, stealth. They managed to pick him up with the Boomerang Blade. They pick up Skarner as well, and Lucian lives with a sliver of his health, and there is nothing he can do. If that Dark Binding finds him, it kills him. They're working on these Nexus turrets, and they're working for this game.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, you know. We saw the Hema Plate come out for Vladimir, and then they just dove in onto the team fight and forced it. They did exactly what they needed to, and this has won them the game.
Oh, and there it comes.
Oh, no.
Nada got knocked off actually off the fountain. They're trying to get damage on towards Eddie, and Eddie, they won't pick it up. It's actually going to be the victory going on towards Storm. And I tell you what, that was one hell of a game to finish out a group stage on. And, you know, after this we go on to knockout stages, and Storm are just looking good for that.
Yeah, Storm are in a very good position at the moment. That's 2 games we've seen them win, and they're in such a strong synergy with their team. They know exactly what they want to do, how they're going to do it, what they're going to pick. And we did mention before that they actually did some research on AGL, and you said that they'd picked out their picks and bans all ready for what this game was going to be. They knew exactly what they wanted, which is something we forgot to touch on before.
Absolutely. Anyway, guys, that is it for that game. We'll be back in just a short moment once, obviously, our knockout rounds get underway. So stay with us. I'm Ranconius, he's Boogeyman, and you're watching Tempex LOL number 2, All or Nothing, right here on Tempex Tournaments, twitch.tv/Tempex Tournaments, and we'll see you guys soon.